So, I was just on YouTube watching coming out videos, so it kind of inspired me to make my own coming out video. Let's see where to begin. I kind of always knew I was gay, like from day one, like really from day one. Like when I was younger, like I always had a crush on boys. Like I always like was attracted to boys. Like no matter what, like I always when I saw a sexy boy, I was like I always thought in my head, oh wow, he's sexy. Like I even remember when I was like in like first grade, I think like I had a crush on this boy, and like I don't want to say we dated, but like we kind of like was messing around. Like in first grade, we'd go in the bathroom and touch on each other and stuff, and like it was weird because at the time I didn't know what gay was, but I knew that I knew that what I was doing, well, I thought it was wrong. It's not wrong because I don't think gay is wrong, but people think it's wrong. But like okay, like I didn't tell nobody, but he was messing around, and as I got older. It's like I always liked the boys. I always was still attracted to men. And then like when I got like in elementary, I started to date girls. I had girlfriends. Not to say I didn't like girls, but it's like I only did it because I thought it was right. So yeah, I had girlfriends. We dated, and then like when I was like in like the end of my eighth grade year, I decided to come out to somebody because they was like it's like we was flirting. It was one of my friends, my guy friends. He's gay as well, and like he was flirting with me, and like then we just flirting turned into we both told each other that we was bi, because that was the thing back then. That's what everybody say. They think bi is kind of cooler than gay, but I don't think that now. But back then, I thought bi was kind of sound better than just plain out gay. So I told my friend, and he told me he was bi. So we started dating, and then he decided that he wanted to tell some of our other friends. He was like, "Oh, I gotta tell some other friends. We gotta tell them too that we go together." So like he started telling people. He told two people. I was like, "Ooh." So I'm like, if he's telling these two people, I felt bad because I was like, "Oh man, he's telling people," and my best friend don't know. And my best friend, people was calling me gay. Like a lot of people knew I was gay. Like even though I kept trying to deny it, everybody kept. They knew I was going to be gay. They was like, "Oh, you're gay," because the way I acted. But my best friend, she was like true loyal, and she took up for me. Like she was like, "No, my friend not gay." Like she like really took up for me. She literally almost got to fighting with somebody because they was like it was a gay boy. He was telling her that I was gay. Like she was trying to fight him. Like she was really like taking up for me. And like I decided I was like, oh, I gotta tell her because like I can't keep hiding it from her. So like I wrote her a letter, and then like when I wrote the letter, I texted her. I was like, I wrote you a letter and I gotta tell you something in the letter. And she was like, why you just can't tell me right now? And I told her, I said, I'm bi. And she was like, she was just mad because she said, why you wait so long to tell me, blah, blah, blah. So she knew, and then, like, I started to tell some more friends, and I started to come out to friends. And then, like, my best friend, she kept telling me, she was like, when you going to tell your grandma? When you going to tell your grandma? Like, because that's what I was staying with at the time. I was staying with my grandmother. Then my mom moved in with us. So she was like, my best friend, she kept, like, she wanted me to tell my family. So she was like, kept asking me, when you going to tell them? When you going to tell them? So, like, I tried to tell my mom because my mom moved in with my grandma, and I tried to tell my mom, but I was scared, and like I was throwing out hints to her. Like I was texting the boy, and like I was telling my mom what I was saying to the boy, but she didn't know it was a boy. And my best friend kept saying, "That's a boy, that's a boy." But mom, I don't know if she got it and she just ignored it, or she just didn't get it. But that night, I went over to my best friend's house to spend the night, and I don't know what we was on that night, but we just was talking, and she was like, can I tell your mom that you gay? And I was like, yeah. So she texted my mom, and she was like, off my phone, she was like, Renard's gay. And my mom like started texting back like, are you serious? Then mom started calling. She was like, are you for real? Like I was like, yeah. She was like, don't be playing with me. I'm gonna tell grandma if you playing. I said, nah, mom, for real. So like the next morning I go home. It was Easter Sunday. And the next morning, oh, these bugs out here, you guys. But the next morning I go home, and like my mom's there and my grandma's outside. They barbecuing. It was Easter. My grandma is outside with my granddad, and my mom is in the house with me. And my mom just asking me a lot of questions because, by the way, not by the way, but she had just found out the night before. So she was asking me a lot of questions like, are you for real? How long you been gay? And how many boys have you talked to? Have you ever did something with boys? She was asking a lot of questions. So after she interrogated me, she go outside and I get in the shower, not knowing I didn't know what she was gonna go outside and do, and she go outside and tell my grandmother. Yeah, and I was very upset because I wanted to tell my grandma myself. So I get out the shower. Let me go back to the story. But I get out the shower and I go outside, and I'm finna go outside to ask my grandmother for some money because I was going to the carnival that day with my friend. So I go outside to ask my grandmother for some money, and the first thing she asked me is, "Are you a homosexual?" And I was like, I just looked at my mom like, "Oh my God, did you really just come out here and tell her? Like I just told you, and you came right out here and told her like, oh my God." And I was like, no, grandma, I'm bisexual. Same thing, but back then I didn't know. I thought bisexual was better. I was like, no, grandma, I'm bisexual. And my grandma just immediately started crying. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta get out the house. So I asked my mom to take me to my friend's house. I had to leave. Like I didn't know what to do. Like it was like I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay, I'm gay. I don't know what to do. Like I don't like I like boys. I don't know how to control it. Like what do I do? Like I can't help it. So I left the house and I went to the carnival. I came back home. My grandma, she was just telling me, she was like, it's just a phase. You're just going through a phase. You don't know what you want right now. It's just a phase. She just kept saying it. She kept saying it was a phase. And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm like, this is not a phase, grandma. Like I've been thinking this since I was born. Like this is not a phase. If this is a phase, it's been lasting for like 16 years. Because I came out, I think I was 16. No, matter of fact, I was finna be 16. My birthday was coming up, so I was finna be 16. So I was like, I've been this way forever. So if this is a phase, this must be a lifetime phase. So like, yeah. Then my grandma decided to tell the whole family. Like, yeah, once you tell my grandmother something, she's gonna tell everybody. So after I tell my grandma, she told everybody. And like, yeah, but I had already told my sister and my cousin, but my grandma told everybody else. So basically, everybody in my family know. But after I told my grandmother, like I want to say, like for like the first month, it was kind of hard because like every time I know there wasn't a reason, but every time my grandmother did something that I didn't agree with, or every time she told me no, I couldn't do nothing, I always blamed it that, oh, you just doing that because I'm gay. Like it was my excuse for everything. Like for the first month, it was my excuse for everything. Like every time she tried to tell me something, I'd be like, you just doing this because I'm gay. Like like it was me. I was just being gay. I was just being too much because I just felt that I just felt that she didn't love me anymore, but she did, and she still does. My grandma loved me a lot, and I talk to my grandma. My grandma is like my best friend now. Like I love my grandmother because she accepts me for who I am, man. Like even though the first month, like even though she was sad when she found out, but now like my whole family accepts me, and I love it because like my whole family knows I'm gay. There's nobody in my family that don't know I'm gay. If there's anybody in my family that don't know I'm gay, they don't know me, because my whole family knows now, because I don't hide it anymore, because I don't care what no one say anymore. And I'm just happy that I came out, and I'm happy that I have a family that loves me and that supports me for my decision, and that knows that it's not a choice, because being gay is not a choice. Like, no one chooses to live this lifestyle. Why would I choose to hurt my family like this? Why would I choose to be gay and hurt my family? Like that, that's wrong. Like, why would I choose this? Why would I choose? There's so many times that I sat up and cried because I wanted to date a girl. There's so many times that I sat up and thought, oh man, how am I going to date a girl when I'm always thinking about boys? Like, I always thought about that. When I was younger, it was like not to say I was confused, but I was like, man, like, because I thought it was wrong. When I was young, I was like, man, I'm going to go to hell. Like, but now, with my belief now, I don't believe in the Bible. Yes, I don't. Yes, no. Not to say I don't believe in God, but I don't believe in the Bible. So I don't think I'm going to hell. I don't think being gay is a sin. I don't think it's bad, because it's not a choice. God made me this way. And for anybody to say that God didn't make me this way, fuck you. And yes, I just cussed it. Yes. But because I was born this way. I can't change it. How many times I sat up and tried to change it? There's no changing me. Like, it's me. But yeah, that's my coming out story. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye.